Maximus Decimus Meridius wasn't just a general, a slave, or a gladiator. He was a living reminder of something ancient, something we've nearly forgotten. That masculinity and honor are not opposites, that strength can be principled, that rage can coexist with restraint. That to be a man doesn't mean domination, it means devotion to family, to a country, and to something greater than the self. Gladiator wasn't just a revenge story, it was a resurrection, not just of Rome, but of a particular kind of man. Honest, grounded, stoic. In Maximus, we saw the return of masculine virtue, not built on bravado, but on quiet sacrifice. This is the story of how Maximus reminded us what honor and masculinity used to mean, and why we stopped writing men like him. In the Roman world, masculinity was not merely about warfare. It was about virtus, a Latin word that held more than just strength. It meant courage, discipline, loyalty, and public service. A Roman man wasn't measured by his power, but by how he used it. Maximus is steeped in this worldview. His masculinity is defined by his humility. He commanded armies, but he longs only for his farm. He wins battles but kneels before a dying emperor. He kills in the arena, but asks for permission to fight with honor. His emotional depth is never weakness. When he weeps for his family, it's not seen as emasculating, it's humanizing. Maximus contains multitudes, a fierce warrior, a grieving father, and a principled rebel. Modern cinema often strips male characters of such wholeness. They're either macho caricatures or emotionally hollow anti-heroes. But Maximus, he's neither a brute nor a poet. He's something harder to write. He's a man. If Maximus represents anything, it's stoicism. The ancient philosophy of controlling what you can and enduring what you must. He doesn't rant. He doesn't monologue his pain. He channels it. When he loses his family, he doesn't become nihilistic. He doesn't burn the world. He digs into the earth, sleeps in mud, and bides his time. His revenge isn't driven by his ego. It's guided by a deeper order, a belief that justice, though delayed, must come. This kind of man is rare on screen now. We've come to equate loudness with power and emotional chaos with depth. But Maximus operates on another frequency. His silence has weight. His restraint is louder than most screams. He shows us that masculinity isn't about being unfeeling. It's about controlling those feelings in service of something larger than yourself. In Gladiator, masculinity is not proven by dominance. Commodus the Empire is obsessed with being seen as strong. He stages battles, craves admiration, and lashes out when he's denied. He represents performative masculinity, the modern disease of appearing powerful while being hollow inside. Maximus is the opposite. He has no desire to be seen. He shuns power. He never asks to lead, but people follow him anyway. Why? Because he serves. He serves Marcus Aurelius, then his dead family, and then the people of Rome. His leadership is a burden he carries, not a prize he flaunts. Modern masculinity often confuses leadership with dominance and confidence with arrogance, but Maximus doesn't lead through volume or intimidation. He leads by example, and that's the masculinity we've lost. Gladiator struck a nerve in 2000, and its resonance has only grown. In a time when male characters are either hyper-violent or emotionally neutered, Maximus offered balance. He could kill without cruelty. He could grieve without losing focus. He could reject power without seeming weak. In short, he made masculinity look noble again. We are starved for this kind of character now, even this narrative now. Not because we need perfect men, but because we need men with values, who don't mock honor as outdated, who don't treat loyalty like a flaw, who understand that real masculinity is quiet, disciplined, and rooted in purpose. When Maximus says, "What we do in life echoes in eternity," it's not just a cool line, it's a mission statement. It tells us that our actions matter, that how we live, not just how we win, defines us. So why did we stop writing men like Maximus? Partly it's cultural. We move from idealism to cynicism, from heroes to anti-heroes, from Maximus to Deadpool. Hollywood began to equate complexity with contradiction. Characters had to be morally grey to be interesting. Honor became corny, masculinity became suspicious, and earnestness unwatchable. Writers forgot that you can be good without being boring, that you can be strong without being cruel, that you can be masculine without being toxic. Maximus didn't just have a quippy sidekick. He didn't wink at the camera, he didn't care if you liked him. He just did what was right. That kind of clarity scares modern storytellers, because it's hard to write. It's easier to wrap a character in irony than it is to give him a spine. So Maximus teaches us that masculinity isn't a mask. It's a practice. It's how you show up when no one's watching, how you protect what you love without destroying yourself, how you carry pain without making it everyone else's problem. He reminds us that masculinity, at its best, is selfless. That doesn't mean passive. Maximus is deadly, but he fights only when cornered, only when duty calls, never for himself. This is the masculinity we rarely see on screen anymore. Sacrificial, not self-serving, grounded, not glamorous, quiet, not performative. And that's why he endures. Because even in a world that mocks old values, there's still a part of us that longs to see a man rise from the dirt, look injustice in the face, and say, "My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius." Maximus didn't just entertain us, he challenged us. To believe in duty, to act with honor, to love without fear, to die well if we must, and perhaps more importantly, to live by a code. In a cynical age, he was a sincere man. In a noisy world, he stood silent. In a time of cowards, he remained brave. So maybe the question isn't just why Maximus made us remember honor and masculinity. Maybe it's how we bring that spirit back. Not just in cinema, but in ourselves.